what's up? Today we're going to be working on installing our new intercooler from JHM. This is a small core that we're going to be putting on this car. First thing you're going to do is take the front bumper off. I'm going to put a link to a site, probably to the forums where they have all the steps. Makes life easier, and we'll start from there. Fog lights are connected.
In all the videos, you just see the guy press it with his finger and able to pull it apart in like 2 seconds. This is the reality of this damn thing.
We got strong fingers. Alright, now we're working on getting the intercooler duct off the front of it.
Subscriber anyway until I take off this. This hole has seen better days.
Okay, now we're going to work on removing the passenger side intercooler. The bottom's pressed in and there's 2 clips on top that you have to remove.
You got to pull the bottom out, and then the 2 ones on the top, it's down here. You got to lift them up and pull them over.
All right, that's the passenger side, which it doesn't look too bad. Maybe we could resell that. Now let's try to get the driver's side off. All right, guys, we finally got the driver's side intercooler off. You can see the space there. Next, we're going to take these insulators, or whatever you want to call them, that surround the pipes for the power steering. I guess this is a power steering cooler. These 2 tubes that go around and come back this way, and we're going to replace it with the one that JHM supplies, and we'll mount it on top here onto the what do you call this? This is a condenser?
Yes.
Whatever, the air conditioning condenser. We'll connect it to that, and we can start piping and installing the intercooler. Alright guys, we've just put our brackets in a little bit just so we can see where everything needs to mount up. We also need to trim a little bit of this support over here on the front of the car, which we'll do now so you can see how much we have to take off.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so we got the front mount intercooler pretty much bolted up, and it might need a little bit of adjustment. It looks a little uneven, so we'll work on that. But let's get the piping on and see how far more we can get tonight. Okay, so on the stock OEM bumper, not the S-line, you have to remove these 3 tabs, and on the instructions on the JHM website, there's 2 red dots here. I don't know if this had something here before and broke off, but they're not there right now. So we're just going to remove these 3 on both sides, and then we're going to test fit it and see how if it's going to be touching anything on the intercooler. Okay, so we got the intercooler positioned where we want it to be. We're going to try and test fit the bumper in a second, and let's see how it fits. Before we do that, hold on. Try the bumper on now. Let's see if we can get it to fit. It looks like we're going to have to trim a little. Right where the intercooler pipe comes. Alright, after test fitting the bumper, we can see it's touching the intercooler piping in the corners here and on the other side. Also, we need to adjust the bands on the passenger side so that they look a little neater. And we're going to trim the bumper a little more, and we'll test fit it again once we're done. Alright guys, after we first test fitted, we saw that there were some ports that it was touching. We marked it off and we took a little bit off on the bottom lip here, a little more on the side here that we saw it was touching, and the same on the other side, just so that we have enough gap between the intercooler piping and the bumper so there's no chafing as you're driving along. Alright, let's test fit it back on again and let's see how it looks. Okay guys, we ended up having to take the bumper on and off a couple more times as we trim it around the intercooler piping to make room. It's best to take your time and do this slowly and do a couple test fits instead of taking too much out and then it looks weird when you're done. We're gonna call this a wrap for this video, and in the next video we're gonna finish tightening up all the intercooler piping, making sure everything is fitted properly, all the fluids are where they should be. Download the tune and let's do that first initial startup, see how the car sounds, make sure there's no leaks, and then we can finish buttoning everything else up and go from there. Drop it back down, get the wheels back on, and go for the first road test, and let's see how it feels. Alright guys, until next time. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment below. Please click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and keep wrenching.